Yo, what's up, little freaks? My name is Onyx, and welcome back to the YouTube channel, or welcome to the YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining us, I just have one thing to say, and that is that you are in for the ride of your life. On this channel, we explore everything from creepy, spooky, all the way down to the most macabre things you will be able to find in this world. Today, we got a special little video for all you little freaks out there. So, if you're new to the channel, me and Owlsy, my co-host, usually tell creepy stories, but for this one, we decided to go and explore a creepy building so that we have some creepy stories of our own to tell. If at any point during this video you enjoy it, be sure to drop a comment, be sure to hit that like button, and if you like this type of content and would like to see more of it, be sure to subscribe, because there is still tons of creepy places we can explore. But without further ado, let's get this video started.
Before we do that, we're going to give a quick rundown of the crew. You've obviously been introduced to us, Onyx and Owlsy. Behind the camera, we have John.
Cameraman.
And then back there, obviously hiding his face, we have Enforcer.
Right.
Alright, let's get this started.
The moment we got into the hospital, the vibe changed. It became slightly colder, even though it was in the middle of the day. There were still remnants here of past lives, hospital papers, markings. You were never truly alone while you were in there. Trash always on the floor, as Owlsy just pointed out to the cameraman. A lot of debris, a lot of broken glass. The hospital was clearly ransacked. Everything of value was taken from it. But this was just the start of our journey. The further down we went, the more we could see that it was clearly not a good idea to come here. Owlsy shrugged it off, though. As we ventured further, the place started getting colder and colder. Owlsy decided to check out this room. This room especially was one of the coolest things we found. Even though it just looked like a regular room, the camera doesn't show it, but it had a little sunroof in it. The glass was obviously broken out, allowing some fresh air to come in. We started searching for stairs, because obviously we didn't have a layout of the building. We heard that some of the elevators were still in working condition. They weren't. We weren't able to find any elevators working. So, with that, plan A failed. It was time to move on to plan B. Find a set of stairs that we can access. As we walked down the corridors, we tried to entertain ourselves with spooky stories, talking about how cool it would be if we were actually able to catch a ghost or something creepy on video. We gained access to the laundry room here. You can clearly see the laundry chute in the back. The paint absolutely falling off of the ceiling at that point. It was at this point that we decided to leave the ground floor and try to venture further in. Maybe trying to find a set of stairs so that we can access the higher levels. You can see it turns absolutely pitch black the further down you walk into the ground levels. It was clearly a bad idea to come here, although me and Owlsy just shrugging it off and more thinking about how much you guys would enjoy this video. We gained access to a set of stairs there, and I walked down to go and explore the basement. It was pitch black, and we couldn't find any good content down there. I stopped the recording there for a second, so that I could tell Elsie that I was hearing sounds. It was at this point that we started hearing footsteps on the broken glass. We tried to investigate, find out where that sound came from. Probably not the best idea when you go and explore a haunted hospital to walk towards the sounds that sound spooky. I don't really know what we were expecting. Maybe to find a squatter or something. It definitely was not a squatter. We ventured a little further down on the ground floor, searching for a different set of stairs that we could access, as the first one that led down to the basement was broken in half and couldn't quite lead until the second floor. This elevator was open a little bit. I won't talk too much about what I saw inside there, just that it was truly horrifying. Elsie asked me what it was, and I didn't even tell him. The set of stairs we were climbing on now, we were still able to access, although in a really bad condition, for as we stepped on it we could hear it crack. Probably not the smartest idea. And with that, we gained access to the second floor. It was here that it started to get really cold for some reason. It was still in the middle of the day. It was probably 4 or 5 in the afternoon. The sun was just starting to go down. It wasn't supposed to be this cold. It's summer here at the moment. You can see Elsie stopping and telling me to stop there and feel how cold it was. I remember looking down at my arm there and just seeing goosebumps. It started to get real cold for some reason. As we ventured further into the second floor, we realized this is where the bathrooms was. We also found this really cool monitoring area, where they would put patients in critical condition, or at least that's what we think it is. There was a room separated by a wall, and you can clearly see that that was a window frame right there. I climbed through it because I was just too lazy to walk around again. John, the cameraman, decided to do the same and just purely climbed over. We continued to explore the second floor for a little while, continuously hearing sounds just one floor above us. And as soon as we found another set of steps, we decided to go up until the third floor. I remember walking up into the third floor and looking down this window, realizing just how high up we were, and if anything went wrong, how fast we would have to run to get back to the set of stairs, and how many sets of stairs we would have to go down just to get to safety again. I turned to Alzinous, and I remember telling him here how cold it is. You can even see the security in front lowering down his sleeves just because of how cold it got there. The third floor was quiet at first. It was just cold. Nothing really happened. It was basically the same layout as the second floor. Rooms on the left, bathrooms on the right, with monitoring areas in between. Elsie pointing out that it's the exact same layout, and all the rooms are connected. We ventured into this room and found some weird rubble laying around. Elsie bent down to look at some ropes. The thing was, those ropes, they were dirty, and we could tell it was white ropes. Or well, they were white at one point. So we don't know who or what was tied up there, but this hospital is pretty famous for having some satanic rituals performed there. As we kept walking, the constant sound of footsteps behind us always kept us on edge. Voices whispering. It was here that I grabbed for my knife. Don't really know why I thought that would keep me safe, because it clearly wouldn't. Elsie also decided to do the same, just so that we would feel a little bit more safe. No real safety could be found, but I remember Elsie turning to the cameraman and telling him that this is a bad idea. It was at that exact point that we started hearing doors slam. Footsteps right above the stairs. The bad thing was it didn't sound like one set of footsteps. It sounded like multiple things. The reason I say things is because there were no people in this building other than us. So clearly whatever was making those noises was not happy, because the higher up we went, the louder the sounds got, and also the colder it got. It was at this point that we decided to go back. The sounds were coming directly from above us, so we decided to leave instead and live to record another day. You can see us picking up the pace a little bit here as we walk. The sounds were getting closer. While we were walking towards the step that led downwards, we could feel this really eerie presence. For where we just walked, we felt nothing. Now, it felt like every step we took felt like a mile to walk. We decided to go down until the third floor again. Just as we reached the third floor, you can see Elsie stopping there, as we heard one of the most blood-curdling screams we've ever heard in our lives, right at this point. It was then that we decided to go. We decided to leave. You can see me clearly running down the steps, fearing for my own and for the crew's safety, because we don't know what's up there. We just know that it's not people. We had to go down multiple flights. I remember looking around and just trying to see where that sound could have come from. We all gathered here, right outside the flights of steps outside of the hospital, and immediately the heat started seeping. I remember telling everyone here that there was something wrong when I saw it. There was a shadowy figure up by the windows. The moment we all looked up, it suddenly just vanished. Creepy. I remember keeping looking up, trying to spot it again, maybe trying to find it on camera. And with that, our adventure in the haunted hospital came to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. That's all we have time for today, but if you made it to this point, drop a comment down below. Say something like, Onyx's hair looks nice today. If at any point you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like, you know? You've had the entire video to do it. You might as well do it now. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to never ever miss a video, because there is still a ton of creepy places we can explore. But until then, that's all we have time for today. So with much love from the Moonlight Macabre crew, this has been Onyx, signing off.